Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Agent Psycho, aka ToeSniper98. So, welcome back to another week late Whales log for Genshin Impact. This video, I don't think should be as long as the others, considering I don't think much happened for the month of June until now. In fact, I might have more to talk about in terms of like future plans and upcoming upcoming updates. That kind of sounds redundant. Then I will talk about what I've done with my account over the past month. But in any case, as you can see, the new characters, Kuki. I like to call her Cookie. But Shinobu, here she is. I did go for C6 on her. As you can see here, back with Itto's banner. So there you have it. Check her stats real quick. Level 90 as usual. 30k, almost flat 30k HP. Nice little number. Love that number. 63.5% crit rate, 185 crit damage, 150% energy recharge, and blah blah blah, electro damage, stuff like that. Her weapon, Primordial Jade Cutter. I've got a lot of these lying around. She's a sword user, and well, let's say I'm not exactly hurting for good 5-star weapons to give sword users, considering how much of a fucking stat stick Jade Cutter is. I decided to give her one of them, so here she is. And since she scales with HP, kind of nice that Jade Cutter's passive here increases HP by 20%. And of course an attack boost on top of it, but you know. Either way, great little stat stick. Lets my artifacts concentrate on other areas. So, I am running 4-piece Noblesse on my Cookie. The way I've built my Cookie is I wanted to give her like a hybrid mix of damage and support. So as you can see, her stats are more offensively oriented. You know, decent stat line here, 63 CR, 185 CD, and 50% energy recharge for nice, convenient ult rotations. But she's also got 4-piece Noblesse. So that way, every time she uses her ult, she supports the team. On top of her healing that she does with her E. I want to say that she has some decent damage potential, mainly with her ult, obviously, because her ult has a very high attack speed. I'm not too sure if any of you guys are interested in Cookie, because she's a 4-star. I don't know what the community thinks of her. They probably think she's horse shit because she's not overtly broken like some other characters we have in this game. So, classic Genshin community mentality: if they're not broken, they're bad. So I assume the community thinks Cookie is bad, when in reality, the game doesn't work like that. But that's not right now is not the time for me to complain about what the community thinks. But in any case, I do think that she has some decent damage potential with her ult, like I said earlier. And so I think that if you were to stack her, if you were to gear her out fully offensively oriented, I think she can do some work, damage speaking. Maybe give her 2-piece Thundering Fury, 2-piece Noblesse, because obviously, like I said, her ult, she gets the most amount of damage out of her ult. So if you were to give her a good 2-piece TF, 2-piece Noblesse, I think she can do well for you, personally speaking. Otherwise, if you want her to be more of a support, then because she's our first electro healer in the game, then yeah, just give her a 4-piece Noblesse. I want to go kind of down the middle of the road, so I gave her good stats, but also I gave her 4-piece Noblesse. So there you go. Checking her gear real quick. This cup used to be Raiden's. I did give Raiden a different cup. Hopefully a better cup. Which cup does she have actually right now? Let us check real quick. Okay, yeah, this is definitely better than what she had before. Ideally, I'm still kind of looking for a better electro damage cup with double crit and energy recharge to give Raiden, because I kind of want Raiden to have 270% energy recharge. Right now she has 264, so barely short. But yeah, still kind of rare getting an electro damage bonus cup with a double crit and energy recharge. So still looking for one of those. But in any case, this is her new electro damage cup. So right now, the one Cookie's got is the one that Raiden used to have, and all these stats are relatively relevant. EM is, well, I don't know how good EM is on Cookie. Probably somewhat decent, but she a little bit of HP percent and definitely a lot of crit damage. So that's nice. Timepiece, double crit, energy recharge. Bit of a flat HP along with that as well, so that's nice. Definitely better than like flat defense or flat attack. That's for fucking sure. Feather, some flat HP, attack, energy recharge, crit damage. Flower, more crit damage, energy recharge, attack, elemental mastery. This one rolled quite a bit into elemental mastery. Seems like. Her mask, crit damage, even more energy recharge, attack percent, and crit rate. And so, yeah. There you go. Again, C6. Talents, 999. Right down the gate. It appears that, at least at the time Cookie had released, since MiHoYo seems to be very conservative about releasing characters that need the new Raiden weekly boss materials, up until Cookie, because who are the ones who needed those materials? Ayato, Miko, and now Cookie, right? So only 3, I think, so far. The 4th one is going to be Heizo, who we're going to get next week at the time of this video recording. So up until Cookie, I actually had enough of the weekly materials you get from Raiden's weekly boss. If you do it every week, ever since it came out, to get her to skill levels 999 right away. Unfortunately, that does not apply to Heizo, who's come out next week. I'm definitely gonna have to wait for a couple more weeks worth of materials and dream solvents if I want to get him to skill levels 999 immediately, or eventually, because I can't do it immediately, like I said. But yeah, for Cookie, I was able to get her to max skill levels, barring crowns, of course. So yeah, that's the new character. Moving on to the rest of the cast, or the rest of the account. Itto is now C6. He used to only be C2. I got his ass all the way to C6 when I was rolling for a C6 Cookie. So desire sensor, I don't know, but he's C6 now, so he's definitely a beast now. Let's see. Yeah, his stat line's pretty decent, and with his C6, I think, charge attack, steal additional 70% crit damage. So he essentially has 270% crit damage with his charge attacks. So that's pretty fucking beastly. But yeah. I've also been working on his talents. I believe last time only his ult was leveled up. Now I got his normal attack to his normal talent to level 9, and now I'm working on his skill, because obviously skill is his least important as far as gameplay is concerned. But I do plan on getting his Ushi to level 12. Whenever I have enough materials for that. Actually, let's see. I think let me check. Do I even have enough materials? I probably don't have enough dream solvents. That's probably what I'm running out of, to be honest. No, actually, I completely ran out of the Signora weekly boss mats, so spending it all on Itto. And I think I only have a couple of dream solvents of 2. Where do I check dream? Yeah, I literally only have 1. The last couple of weekly refreshes on the weekly bosses have not been kind to me as far as dream solvent drops go. They've been giving me quite a few belays. Like I got a catalyst belay for this week, surprisingly. Been getting quite a few of those in the past couple of weeks, but not dream solvents. Hopefully, the next couple of weekly boss refreshes give me a couple more dream solvents, because I actually use those quite a bit. I mean, that explains why most of my fucking roster is near or basically at max skill level, barring crowns, right? So, any case, that's Itto. Mr. Albedo. Let's see. He's still working with four piece Husk. or not 4-piece husk, 4-piece tenacity. I've been kind of playing with the idea of maybe giving him 4-piece husk or transitioning him to a 4-piece husk, considering 4-piece tenacity isn't the most ideal artifact set on him. It's probably one of the better support sets on him, to be fair, but considering, you know, he scales with defense, and we have a 4-piece 5-star, we have a 5-star defense set now. I think he would benefit a little more than that, more from that. And it's not like my roster really needs all that great support anyway, right? Because I don't need to rely on Bennett 24/7 like most of the player base does. So yeah, I'm considering going back to Husk Domain and maybe looking for a better 4-piece, a good 4-piece Husk set for Albedo, Mr. Albedo here. But I'm still considering. Kazuha. I will roll for him. I'll talk about this more. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I'll talk about it now. So, you guys know next week we're getting Heizo because 2.8. We're gonna get Kazuha first, along with I think Klee. It's gonna be a double 5-star rate up, with Kazuha and Klee both having banners at once. I don't plan on rolling for Klee because I don't really use her much, and she's perfectly fine at C0. But Kazuha, I'm actually perfectly okay with him being at C2, but considering I want, you know, at least a couple copies of Heizo, I'm sure I'm sure I'll get him to like C3 or C4. Maybe, we'll see. The thing is, though, is that because I kind of wailed a whole lot in another game, and I still need to wail in that game, FGO. Yeah, if you know, you know. I actually do not plan on going for C6 Heizo right away. Usually I would chase for the C6 4-stars because usually the 4-stars are easier to get than the 5-stars in this game. But this time around, in order to save some money, I will not go for C6 Heizo. I've decided against it. I'll just wait for future rate ups, right? Or I'll just rely on spooks that I get, or maybe if he hopefully he shows up. She shows up a couple times in the monthly Star Glitter shop that refreshes every month, along with the other story lock characters, of course. So yeah, I plan on getting Hazel only to C2, so I don't expect myself to get a whole lot of copies of Kazuha along the way. And again, doesn't really matter either for me because my Kazuha is already at C2, and this is perfectly fine for him. Like, and more constellation levels, he really doesn't need it, in my opinion. Like, if he gets more, then that's cool. But again, doesn't matter for me. Anyways, that's Kazuha. So Traveler, I do plan on working on giving Traveler, or Lumen here, my main character, a 4-piece Viridescent set. I actually have, the reason why she doesn't have a full set right now is actually because I plan on giving a 4-piece Viridescent set to Hazel when it comes out. So yeah, that's why she's missing a couple pieces. I could actually probably just give her a temporary 2-piece Gladiator set for her to work with. Let's see here. Gotta pick between these two. Let's see. This is tempting, but I think I'll go for the energy recharge more. What weapon does she have again? Primordial Jade Cutter. All right. Then she probably needs a little bit more crit damage and more than anything. Let's see. I'm sure I've got a flower here somewhere that's got a lot of crit damage. Let's see. Oh god, this one has a lot of crit rate. How the hell did this roll so high, such a high crit rate? Let's see here. Oh, this is actually pretty nice. Oh, this is even better. Hot damn, this is fucking baller. 30% crit damage. Hell yeah. So what do her stats look like? Holy fuck. 74% crit rate and 193% crit damage. I'll take it, man. So she'll work with this for the time being. Eventually, though, I do plan on giving her a proper 4-piece Viridescent. I mean, I don't really need to, considering this is a pretty awesome artifact set for her already, but I probably will get around to working on a 4-piece Viridescent set for her. Anyways, looking throughout the rest of the roster, trying to figure out if there's anybody else that I really improved stats on, which I don't think there is, because again, I didn't really focus on character gear improvements much for the past month. Goro, oh yeah, he does have a proper 4-piece husk set. I will probably maybe I'll go back and maybe I'll give him a more offensively oriented set. Not like he fucking needs it, because he's much more support. So I guess he's fine with that for the time being. Let's see, Noelle. Let's see. Yeah, this is decent. Though to be fair, I think I could give her a better 4-piece Husk set, because I know for a fact it's not the greatest. What she's got right now is not the greatest. Considering she has fucking Red Horn. Like with a weapon like Red Horn, she should easily be able to break 200% crit damage, but she's not able to. So maybe I'll go back and give her a better artifact set. Who knows? So Beidou. I've been struggling to give her a proper artifact set, but I think for now this is what I'm settling for. 63% crit rate, only 130% crit damage, but almost 150% energy recharge. I am prioritizing the energy recharge over her damage just because her ult is way too important to ignore. So unfortunately, for someone like me who really wants to prioritize her parry damage, it seems like I can't. I have to make some compromises to her parry damage. And it's just for the sake of her having more energy recharge. I thought initially that giving her her own copy of Red Horn might be able to solve things, but then I saw what her damage was like without attack buffs, and it's pretty fucking pathetic. Like when I give her Red Horn, she only hits for like 11k damage with a full parry, whereas with Wolf's Gravestone, she easily hits for at least like 30k on a full parry, and I can't really ignore that. So the other option is I could just run her with Bennett, but my whole shtick is that I want my characters to be as independent as possible, and so Beidou does not really work well with Red Horn just because she really needs that attack buff coming from Wolf's Gravestone. So, unfortunately, it seems like me rolling for a third copy of Red Horn Stone Thresher kind of was a waste in the end. So I kind of wasted my Primo Gems. That's okay, though. I'm sure we'll get another Claymore user in the future that I can throw this on and be like, hey, good luck with this. So, or make use of this somehow. So, I'm not too worried. It's just that it is a bummer that I went out of my way to roll for a third Red Horn, but I ended up going back to a Wolf's Gravestone anyway. That's kind of funny. But in any case, these are the artifacts that I decide to land on. I just noticed she doesn't even have a proper 2-piece set. What the fuck? Hello? How the fuck did this happen? So yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to go back and look for a better artifact set. So never mind. Her artifact set isn't even fully settled on yet. I don't think I can replace the timepiece, because this timepiece is pretty fucking baller, because with 30% crit damage. Her feather is also really important too, and it's inset. This flower is also super good because it rolled nothing but crit rate and crit damage, and it started as a 4-line, I believe. So very good rolls in that. I can't really say no to this. I'm running this hat for now just because it rolled a whole bunch into energy recharge, and this cup is probably one of my better electro damage cups to begin with. Again, I'm trying to look for electro damage cups that have a double crit energy recharge, but again, I've been getting fucked on that end. So, unfortunately for me, I think my best bet right now is to look for a crit rate hat and gladiator crit rate hat, and look for it having both energy recharge and crit damage. Let's see if I have anything like that right now. This has crit damage. This was the hat that I used to give my Beidou, but which also had insane crit damage. But again, no energy recharge. This is actually pretty decent. Let me actually level this one up all the way, just to see how much it rolls. Let's see here. Bup. Okay, actually rolled an energy recharge. Cool. So that's actually a pretty decent hat. Pretty sure it's one. It rolled one in each stat. Yeah, that's what it seems. That's what it looks like. It probably rolled twice into attack percent. So if I give her if I give her that hat, how much is her? What are her stats gonna look like? 160, 65, 130. She didn't really get that much crit damage to begin with. The fuck. And then her energy recharge took a hit all the way down to 33%. I'm actually not sure if how okay I am with this. I guess I'll run her with that for now, just because it's a proper two-piece Gladiator and two-piece Thundering Fury set. But I'll let you know how that feels afterwards. But yeah, ideally I want to roll an inset hat with lots of energy recharge and lots of crit damage. I'll let you know I'll let you know whenever that happens. In any case, Beidou I think is the last one. Yeah, should be. Yeah, I don't think I've touched anybody else. Okay, so what else do I need to talk about? I guess I could talk about my map progression. I actually don't really talk about that much. So sometime last month, or it might have been 2 months ago at this point, but sometime in the last 2 months, I actually took the time to go ahead and 100% all the regions. I know before my Mondstadt region, only I think either my Gale Song Hill was the only region that was 100%, but now I took the time to go around and grab all the missing treasure chests that I still didn't pick up. Thank God for those treasure like detecting amulet things that you can make at the forge for each region, and yeah, everything's 100% now for Mondstadt. Dragon Spine's always been 100%. For Liyue as well, Chasm's 100%. Lisha, Sea of Clouds, Chongji, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, which I'm probably not. Estuary, 100%. Bishui Plain and Minlin, all 100%. And Inazuma has always been 100%. Inazuma was one of the easier regions to 100%, just because your progression was very natural here. Whereas for like Liyue and Mondstadt, for example, you kind of go at it. You kind of had to go out of your way to 100% everything. But yeah, Narukami Island, Kanazuka, Yashiori, Watatsumi, Seirai, and all the way down here, Surumi, they're all 100%. Let's see. The only region now that I have to work on is Enkonomiya. So as you can see, my Enkonomiya is only 89%. I think I know where to go to 100% this. There are a couple of like some of the more complicated puzzles that I haven't touched yet. I've done everything else though, I'm pretty sure. It's just those puzzles like the ones around this area in Evernight Temple. I think there's one down here as well in Serpent's Heart somewhere that I haven't touched. Probably another one here somewhere in Dainichi Mikoshi, the central island. So also the Narrows as well. There's probably something over there. So yeah, all the bigger side quests / puzzles. There's also some world quests that I still need to get done down here. The ones that count for the reputation stuff for Inazuma. So yeah. I'll get around to doing those eventually. At some point, someday, I promise. In any case, let's see what else I can talk about. Let's see. Oh, I should probably open these. I'll probably open them later. Let's see here. I suppose I could go around talking about my friendship track record. Let's see. Yelan is now friendship 10. So Kuki is now the only one who's not friendship 10. She's at 6 right now. And when Heizo joins, he'll also be my second character who's not at friendship 10. Obviously, I'll work on their friendship together. Anyways, that's about it, I believe, just talking about stuff. I have all the material, most of the materials ready for Heizo, with exception of the Oni Kabuto beetles. I think I only have like 160 right now. I think I farmed all of them for now, so I'll need to wait a couple days for them to respawn so I can grab the last 8 that I need for him, for his level ups, I think. Level ups, skill levels, whatever he needs them for. But yeah, so we're talking about upcoming future contents and upcoming plans for me. So much for me saying that I'm going to spend more time talking about this than in my actual roster, where here I am 24 minutes later after starting the recording for this video. In any case, upcoming plans. Because I spent a lot in other gacha games for this month, I actually do not plan, for the first time since I started Genshin, I actually plan on not using my resin refreshes. So as you can see here, I haven't used any of my resin refreshes for today, and for some reason, I've got some Primo gems stocked up. Usually you wouldn't see this for a whale, because we always use them for daily resin refreshes. But no, this time around, I will actually I will actually not refresh resin using Primo gems for the entirety of this month, just to try to save money, because I already used too much of it in another gacha game, which sucks. But yeah, there you go. Other than that, so that means that obviously my progress for for friendship progression and other things will obviously slow down, but that doesn't really matter for me, obviously, because I already farmed a whole bunch of shit already, and I already have all the stuff for Heizo ready to go, and most of my roster is already geared out anyway, so I don't really need to worry about it too much. And if for some reason I feel the need to farm for something, well, shit, man, I've got how many frag resins? 168. So yeah, I don't think I'm hurting for extra resin anytime soon. So yeah, I'm good on that front. What else do I need to talk about? Oh, right. So Heizo, I think we've already covered him. I already have all his shit. So gonna roll him C2 and get the rest of his copies through like the Star Glitter shop or random spooks and future banners or in his future rate ups, assuming he does get any, which hopefully he does. Other than that, I actually did not watch a 2.8 the preview live stream, though I did hear because I was away at Anime Expo. But I did hear that there were some problems that happened during the live stream, so I guess I didn't really miss out on much. So yeah, I actually don't even know what the content updates are for 2.8. I actually have to go back and research those to see what's going on and educate myself. But obviously, Sumeru is going to be right after 2.8, so I'm sure we're all very excited for that. I think my favorite character that I've seen so far out of the Sumeru batch is that one girl called Nilo. I don't know how to pronounce her name, obviously. The girl with the red hair, because I'm a sucker for red hair. But yeah, she looks the most interesting to me personally, in terms of in the waifu department. But yeah, excited for Sumeru to come out. Yes, sir. New region expansions are always a treat. So, in any case, yeah, I think that's about it. I don't really have much else to talk about. Again, so much for me saying, "Oh yeah, I have more to talk about." In terms of upcoming content that I do my own account. Yeah, that was a fucking lie. How long is this video? 30 minutes long. All right, cool talk. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next month's Genshin Whales log video. Take care, guys. Peace.